Okay, there are two spoiler warnings in this video. The general spoiler, which in case, you want to go in completely blind, and the extreme spoiler, which I will be spoiling the ending, but fear not, I will give you another alert right before I get there, okay? Okay. Is there an odd amount of similarities between this story and the Kingdom Hearts series, or is it just me? Protagonist whose home is thrown into danger and is forced to dimension hop to save his main love interest, meets two comrades who joins his journey for their own reasons, meets another version of himself but not before meeting another version of his love interest, and his entire journey is orchestrated by a menacing elderly figure with undefined powers and a weird motive. No? Just me? Okay, had to check. Sweet mother of Kaido, where do I start with this one? I already kinda gave you a summary, but here's how I got started in this manga multiverse of madness. There was a series called XXXholic. It was an anime that I watched as a kid, and it was awesome to me, as a kid. Years later I read the manga, and it wasn't as good as I remembered it, but it was still pretty alright. Though a lot of it didn't make sense even after I finished. It was as if there was a chunk of the story missing. As it turns out though, XXXholic was a part of a manga extended universe with Tsubasa Chronicles as its center. The protagonist of Tsubasa Chronicles, Sora, goes on a journey when an evil villain turns the memories of his main love interest into feathers and scatters them across dimensions. The general concept itself isn't so bad, going from world to world, experiencing different cultures in the midst of an adventure. It would be like One Piece, but even better because you could even play with the laws of physics for certain dimensions. But that's not how it ended up. It did everything I just said, but not in the best way. The first half of the story was cliché and bland with some good moments here and there. And the second half got a lot better, more intense, but the ending was just so convoluted, which even that seems like an understatement. The ending was weird and felt incomplete, but there was one good thing that came out of it. It really did give me a solid understanding of XXXholic. Now, the three most interesting characters are the only interesting characters, and they are Discount Edward Elric, Discount Zoro, and Yuko. You have to judge these two together, because I feel like just looking at one doesn't give you the full image of what they're supposed to be. That, and they're just a hip shake away from being a romantic couple. Zoro joined Sora's journey because he wanted to go back to where he came from, while Edward joined Sora's journey so that he wouldn't have to go back to where he came from. One's happy-go-lucky, the other's serious all the time, both hiding a deeper pain inside, and once that pain is revealed, they both help each other past it. Yuko is a character that sews this whole story together. She is both a mentor and a MacGuffin, and it kinda helps that she's the one of the main people from XXXholic too. Now for the extreme spoiler warning. I'm about to spoil the entire ending cause I just have to. For everyone that hasn't read the manga, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and get out of Dodge. Now, let's try to clear some things up cause even I was having problem understanding whatever the hell I was reading. Yeah. The protagonist we know for the first half of the series turned out to be a clone, and the Sakura we knew for most of the story was also a clone created by Fei Wong. He did this because he had the originals, and he didn't want them dying on this journey that needed to happen so he could map out dimensions. So bullshit happens and both clones die, and are reborn in another world and got together and gave birth to the original Sora, who they send off so that he can do the things he's supposed to do so that they can end up where they are. Which I guess means they went back into the past, but the past of another dimension, because time is broken because of a wish that the original Sora made when he met the original Sakura and tried to save her but failed, which was all a part of Fei Wong's plan. Somehow the clones are de-aged and they end up in Fei Wong's magical cylinder, and they both die. But Fei Wong is defeated in the end and he fails to prove that he is better than this guy. That's it. This whole story happened because this guy wanted to prove that he was better than this guy. By the way, Sioran, or whatever, is not even his real name, so you might as well just call him Sora. It's better than this quoted gibberish that they taken from a drunken man's rant that they call a name. His real name is Tsubasa. Get it? It's the same as the title, and Sakura's name is also Tsubasa, and they were both born on April 1st because this whole story is a joke. It could have been something. The potential was there, man, but at the end of the day, Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles is only good in another dimension.